Island has a volcano. There are trees, and there is a civilization here. There are many trees that are green, and there are people here. There is a civilization that it's grow.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And have you landed on the ground yet?
Yes,
Okay.
I am barefoot. I can touch the ground.
Look down at your feet. How many toes do you have?
4,
Look at your hands. How many fingers do you have?
3,
What color is the tone of your skin?
brown.
Do you feel female, male, or both?
Both, little bit of both.
Mm-hmm. Are you wearing any clothing?
Yes, there are white trousers that are stopping right below the knee with some golden painting. A matching jacket, a jacket that matches the trousers.
Mm-hmm. You say you feel like both female and male. Does your body look female or male? What does it look like?
It's more feminine.
Look at your face. You're able to see every detail. What does your face look like?
It looks human. I have dark black hair that are long and beautiful long eyelashes. And it looks really human. Like the mouth and the nose and the ears.
Very good. And describe all around you. What does this place look like where you've landed?
It's like a port, a port where boats came in from the sea. And there is sand and ground, and there isn't a lot of grass. It's more brown than green. And there are mountains behind me, and there is an ancient city on that mountain. And I'm starting to walk towards the city.
As you're walking towards the city, are you carrying anything?
I have some books in my hand.
Look at the books. You're able to see and sense them very clearly. What do they look like? Are there any colors or shapes to them?
They are made of brown leather. It's a very big book, and with that book there are some papers and scrolls that are separate from it. The book has an eye on the first page. I think it's the Eye of Horus. And it's written in an ancient language that the humans have forgotten.
Why is it that you're carrying these books?
I'm a scholar, and I'm returning the books to the library.
Mm-hmm. And you said you're walking towards the city. Tell me what the city looks like.
It's made of rock and gold, and the buildings are very beautiful. There are like geometrics, like pyramids and temples and other geometric shapes. And there is an arena underground, like a stadium where people come together and watch events or talk, discuss politics and other things. But it's very, very big.
As you're walking in the city, let's go towards to where you're trying to head. Where you're trying to be at in this city. We're there now. You've reached your destination. Tell me, where are you in the city?
I'm in the main road, the main street, and now I'm going on the right and I'm seeing a big library. It's a building, it's like all the other buildings, but I know it's a library. And I'm going in, and there is a center on the reception, and I'm going even further inside, down the corridors. I'm in a hurry. I walk faster. I'm leaving the books on a table, and someone is going to pick them up and place them in order. And now I have to go to the arena underground because something is happening and I wish to participate.
Let's go that direction then and describe to me what goes along as you're coming to the arena.
There are many entrances. I use the one that's closer to the library. It's behind the library, and there are stairs inside a cave that are going down and down and down. And as it goes down, I can see lights. It's really, really bright here. It's pretty advanced, like it looks like modern technology, and there are corridors and lights and seats, and it looks like a stadium. We have computers and screens and microphones. I'm sensing the presence of the mother. They connect to their mother with the volcano, through the volcano.
Mm-hmm. So this arena is within a volcano or near a volcano? Can you explain that?
Yes, the arena is next to the volcano. If
Okay.
you go deeper inside the earth, you are able to reach it, but it's not connected to this space inside the stadium.
Let's see why you're here. Let's go towards the direction you're meant to be. Why do you feel called to go there?
Okay, I'm walking now.
Mm-hmm. Tell me if there's anything that stands out of importance as you're walking towards the direction you're meant to be at.
But there is a private meeting. There are not many people here. There is no public or the masses of the island. It's just a few chosen ones to come together to discuss about a matter of importance. And I am one of them. And I'm working now to meet them. And I'm a little late. I usually I lose the sense of time, and I usually being late to my appointments. It's not the first time. That is why I was in a rush before.
You're there at the location you need to be. Tell me, where are you in this arena?
We're in a private room behind the main stage. There is a table, a square table, and there are 12 seats for each one of us. We are 12. Most of us are male. There are a few females. Five. Five females and seven males, yes. This room is darker. There is no much light here, only some lamps, and it's like we're talking about something that must be kept secret. Something bad is going to happen on the island. We're facing a crisis, and we don't know how to proceed. There are many, many different opinions on the matter. It feels like I'm an expert at something and that they wish to know my opinion on that thing that I was studying. It has to do with the books that I was carrying, my field of expertise.
Mm-hmm. Keep moving time and tell me what else happens. What else are you getting information on?
We made the wrong choice, and there's an explosion, not from our volcano, our mother, but from beyond the island. And the people are screaming and are trying to get to safety, but they can't because there's an invasion.
There was an explosion on your island or somewhere else?
The enemy forces dropped bombs
Mm.
from the skies, and those bombs caused chaos and explosions, and the buildings are destroyed. Not all of them, but most of them. There are corpses on the streets, and we are in a panic. Now there are 6 of us, only 6 of the 12. 12. 2 of them went with the enemy, tried to survive, that way they betrayed us.
So there are only 6 out of the 12.
Yes.
These 12, what would you consider them? Is there a name for them? Like, are you
Well, we call them the elders.
elders? Okay. So there was 6, you said, are only left. What happened to the other 6?
2 of the 6 that are not with us went with the enemy forces willingly to save themselves from slaughter. And the other 4 died trying to protect the sacred scrolls and some of our children that were inside the temple.
Let's go back in time when all 12 of you are together before this happens. Going back in time now. All 12 of you are together. You're there now. Tell me what's going on.
We are arguing about how to proceed with the upcoming invasion. There, a woman, one of the 2 that went with the enemy willingly, one of the traitors.
Mm-hmm.
She's old and cranky and not very polite, and she wants us to negotiate, give them what they want to leave us be. There are a few who consider her opinion, but the majority of the council prefers to keep our secrets for us and not give them to the enemy.
What is it that they want from you?
They want something that must be kept secret.
Mm-hmm.
They want a secret considering the flame. Sacred flame, yes.
Can you explain that? What is that, a sacred flame?
It's a life force. It's pure and it's divine, but in the wrong hands can cause catastrophe.
Are you saying that the sacred flame, you all have it? Or how does that work?
We have the key to access the flame's power, and the volcano is connected to that key.
And tell me that that becomes a traitor, the woman, what does she look like?
She uses necromancer. She's very corrupt, but we couldn't see that at this point. She was hiding her true nature.
Mm-hmm.
And she was poisoning other members of the council.
She was poisoning them?
Yes, their minds.
Their minds. Mm-hmm. Okay. And can you describe how she looks, as far as like her skin tone, any features that are out of the ordinary?
She looks like an old lady. She has wrinkles and she has gray hair and her skin is pale and she has something ugly that's not on the outside rather than the inside.
Mm-hmm.
She is very thin and her fingers are not how they were supposed to be. There's something wrong in the way they look.
Mm-hmm. You said that up until then, you couldn't tell that she was, say, she had bad intentions. She was hiding.
Yes, she was hiding behind a mask.
Mm-hmm. If these elders are so
We
advanced,
thought she
go
was
ahead.
our friend.
You thought she was your friend. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If these elders are so advanced, why do you think that she was able to hide so well without the elders knowing?
Dark magic and advanced negative technology.
Mm-hmm. And you also mentioned that she's a necromancer. What does that mean?
She used sacred bones from our tombs where we bury our dead.
Okay.
She was taking their skulls and she channeled dark forces, dark powers.
Mm-hmm. Through people's skulls that were dug in the... Okay, got it. And then the other person, you said there was 2 that left. So who out of these 12, who else left with her?
My brother,
Your brother.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
He fell for her story and allowed her to corrupt him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And there are others who almost fell for this infringement, but they held strong,
Mm-hmm.
and they stood with us.
Okay. Now, what is the decision you all come to? You said that you were arguing, trying to decide. What do you decide as a group?
Well, we were discussing if we should tell the people about the danger, or if we should keep it a secret from them to not cause fear and try to solve it ourselves. There are some who wants us to flee, to run, to take our people and go without it, without the, without being detected by them. There was a way, but it was risky because we had to leave some of the elder people behind, people who weren't in a shape to travel that way. And if we did that, if we proceeded with that plan, then the elder people would have suffered in the hands of the enemy, and we didn't want that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you're discussing, you're able to tap into and know exactly who is this enemy you're talking about.
They are machines, like robots, but with not human bodies. It was like they had only a brain made of machine parts, and those round brains could levitate and scan the area and use their weapons through some kind of telepathy. They could orchestrate an invasion and not even come close to us. They could, and they did, they attacked. After we refused to cooperate
Mm-hmm.
and give them what they wanted, they chose to attack us with their bombs and eliminate us.
Okay. And you said that they don't even have to come near you, that they can try to attack and control from.
Yes, they scan the skies through their
Mm.
scanners. They
Mm-hmm.
they're not they're not alive. They have it's like a computer, a soulless computer, like a satellite.
Okay. So they're, you said that they're, are they in the island near you or?
At the atmosphere around the island, but we cannot see them. We can see them with our mind's eye,
Mm-hmm.
but we cannot see them physically, and that's why our people in the island weren't afraid because they could not see them.
Okay. So then it seems like they're not really there, but somehow they can penetrate your location where you're at. They're not there physically with you, but they can still connect.
They are physically there, but they are shielded. They are invisible to the common eye.
How are they physically there?
Their machine parts are there, but their consciousness is part of a larger brain, but it's located somewhere else.
Okay, so their consciousness is outside somewhere else.
Yes,
But then they have some kind of machine parts in there that they are able to connect through.
yes.
These machine parts, what do they look like?
They are round and they look like ships, airships, like
Airships?
airships, yes.
Okay.
But they have a technology that makes them invisible
Mm-hmm.
and non-detected. So we couldn't see they were there, but we could feel it and sense it.
Mm-hmm.
They had sent an ambassador to give us the message that they wanted the key. And then it was that machine which came to deliver the message was destroyed, self-destroyed, right there and then.
Okay. So what is the initial plan? You decide to stay because you don't want to leave the elders?
Yes.
What do you decide to do?
The plan was to take the children and all the people who were in a good shape to travel and pass them on the other side, another location that was safe. It was a way of teleportation. And some of us, three of us, the elders, would escort them there and protect them, while the others would remain behind with our elder people who couldn't make the jump. And me, I was amongst the ones who would stay behind. We would try to defend the island and its secrets, but they betrayed us. But the woman and my brother betrayed us, and we couldn't follow the plan. It was chaos. The bombs were dropping, many were killed, and only a few children managed to be secured after the sacrifice of our friends who defended the temple, the ones who died.
Mm-hmm. And the two that betrayed you, what did they do? How did they say join the enemy, the ones that was attacking you?
The woman communicated with them through her mind using telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
After our meeting where we have these arguments, after the argument and after we decided to follow the plan to take away those who could travel safely and defend the island with what we got. After that meeting, she communicated with them. She told them everything. She told them that we didn't want to cooperate and give them the key. So they knew they couldn't take the key without our help, and they chose to destroy us even though they couldn't take the key, because that's how corrupt they are. They destroyed everything, but we were able to keep the key secret and pass it on to another dimension, to another group of guardians.
Guardians, okay. Mm-hmm. Now let's go back to where you were at, where there are bombs and there are 6 of you left. What is it that you all do next?
We are terrified, we are scared, but we have to stay strong. We have to stay strong to give our people some hope and ease their pain and their fear. It is our responsibility. So we gather them all in a sacred temple underground near the volcano, near our mother. And as the bombs keep erupting on the surface, we pray to her to make sure that our children and the younger ones will be safely moved to the other secure location, and that she would welcome us to her embrace after we pass away. So we performed a ritual to pass the key to the new group of guardians on the other dimension, and we just hold each other tight until the cave collapsed and we suffocated.
What collapse on you?
The roof of the
Mm-hmm.
of the underground temple, after a few bombings,
Mm-hmm.
it collapsed eventually.
Mm-hmm. Now these children that you were able to get out, the few that you were able to,
Yes,
um,
they
how,
were safely moved with others on another dimension through a secret portal. We teleported them to another space and time with 4 of our remaining elders.
What dimension was it that they went to?
The 7th.
The 7th. And then what dimension were you in when you where you were, attacked by these robotic beings?
We were the 6th.
You were on the 6th?
Yes, 6th, and we were closer to the 7th.
Okay.
So it was easier for them to make the jump to the 7th because we were already close. The invaders couldn't follow them to the 7th, so it was safe.
Now, those few children that got out, were there any elders that were able to get out with them?
Yes, 4 of them went with our people on the 7th dimension.
Okay.
To maintain our secrets and our civilization alive and rebuild there.
Okay.
Behind, we stayed, me and another female. Yes, we stayed behind with the elder people to perform the ritual and pray to their mother.
Why do you think that they weren't able to follow you into the seventh dimension that those others went into? Why couldn't they go, those robotic entities?
The robotic entities. They weren't followed because the frequency of that new place was higher, way higher for them, and their technology would collapse and not being able to function if they choose to cross the portal.
And after you who were there, the ceiling collapsed on you. What happened to your spirits?
We went inside the fire, but it didn't burn. It was purifying and welcoming. We were free. We were free from the pain and the fear and the hopelessness that we felt those moments before the collapse. When we separate, when our soul became separate from our bodies, we were grateful for the end because our children and our brothers and sisters, our 3 brothers and 1 sister, the 4 elders that went with them, we knew they were safe and the key was safe also, and we did the best we could, and we could move on, and we did. We moved on.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and leave the life now. Can I please speak to the higher self of me?
Yes.
Am I speaking to the higher self now?
Yes.
Thank you. I love you, honor you, and respect you for all the aid you've given us today. I know that you hold all the records of us different lives. May I ask questions, please?
Yes, please.
Thank you. If you can tell us, why is it that you took her to that life? What was the purpose? What did you want her to learn from it?
I wanted her to realize that she is far more advanced and important than she thinks, to see that she is serving others by choice, and that she is brave and wise and strong and beautiful.
Beautiful. And then can you tell us, where was that this happened? They said that it was in the 6th dimension. Was it a certain planet? Was there a name for that planet, or where was this location that this happened to?
It was in a faraway constellation on another universe.
It really resembled a lot of, I guess you can say, some of what happened here in Earth in Atlantis, where there was elders and some of them some of them became compromised. And for example, those beings, we're interested in knowing what happens to those kind of beings that decide. So that lady that obviously was negative, and her brother, her very own brother that turned on her and all the elders, what happened to them once they agreed to align with these robotic entities.
They became rotten from the inside out. They lost all connection to source and they self-destroyed. They killed their consciousness.
Is their consciousness no longer alive, or no longer is? Is that what you're saying? Or
It's complicated. They chose to be corrupted. They separated themselves from their essence and they are lost within space and time.
if
They
they
can be found and be reconnected, but the process it's going to take some time.
Okay. So their essence was then separated from their consciousness.
Yes.
Okay. So then they become, say, we run into these kind of like artificial consciousness. Is that what they became since their essence was separated from them?
They became hosts of parasites.
Hosts for parasites.
Yes.
Okay. And would these beings feel like soulless? Is that how they would feel?
They would feel wrong. They would feel lifeless, like not something that doesn't have a soul, but something that should never be existed at the first.
Do any of those type of beings exist on Earth that they feel like that?
Yes, there are some who are compromised in that way, and they are in a position of power and are controlled by the elite of the deep state, and they cannot be taken down because they are not alive. They are not. They are able to break the law because they are not alive, and they are able to trick and do wrong. And it's been a while since we were able to interfere and remove them from their places of power. But we are doing this now at this space and time, and it's going to be over soon in this circle.
And these soulless ones, basically, you said that since they don't follow rules, so because they're not, they're not what they were meant to be organically, they don't even have to follow rules because they're not part anymore of, say, the organic.
That's correct.
Okay. Are these beings connected to what we call as Archons?
Yes, they are connected to the Archonic mind, the Archonic hive, the way they should be connected to source. They willingly replace source with the Archonic hive, and they follow that mind instead of our Sophia source of light.
Okay, thank you for explaining that. And you said that this is coming to an end soon. We're finally able to start removing them?
Yes, there are many who work to remove them from the places of power that they try to hold on to. Many people that we cannot share their identities for their own safety. And they are working with what you may call the Alliance. And many of them are even from other universes. There are forces who work with the Alliance that are not from this universe, but from others. And they have fought with those archonic and it is before or after in the infinity of creation of time and space. And some of them have lost, some of them won, and they bring knowledge and experience to share. The plan to take them down is far more advanced and perfect and divine than the human mind can comprehend. Everything is in order and the light will shine again on Malagaya for humanity here on Earth, but it will take some time. We need to be patient and trust and do the best to our abilities to hold light and remember who we are and why we choose to be here now.
Okay. So it's a little bit how it is right now here on Earth. We say people who connect to the light understand the organic, say, timeline. We're able to see it and sense it and know what's supposed to be happening. But yet, it seems like the opposite is happening. And even though we're seeing it very clearly, sensing and knowing that obviously the light wins and that they no longer, like you mentioned, there's some that are running, that are trying to run the world. Any advice that you can give us on that? Because it seems like, we're strong, and then we feel, I think people sometimes feel a little bit of hopelessness because it seems like we're stuck in this COVID corruption, even though we know we're not supposed to say be. We're seeing that we're supposed to evolve from it, and yet it still consists, it still pertains, there still is there.
I don't see anything. It's like we're not ready for the answer yet.
Any words of hope besides that?
Hope. Interesting word. Well, I say we should place our beliefs in our source of inner knowing, where we know what the outcome will be. We know what the outcome is, and it is now. It is known to those who are connected to their source, and fear and doubt no more, for fear and doubt feeds those who still remain in the position of power, and we try to remove them. For as long as we fear and doubt our inner knowing, we are removing ourselves from the space and time where everything is resolved, if that makes sense.
Very good. Thank you. Okay. Let me see if I have any other questions on this life. You showed her. That was beautiful how they were like in this island, and then there was a volcano, and how she explained this eternal flame and how it was connected to the volcano. Can you share what that meant? What is the eternal flame? I know she explained some of it. Can you explain a little more?
The volcano holds the code, the code of the mother, the source of light. It's a symbol of infinite love and truth. They prayed to their mother and to that volcano, to the fire and the flame inside the volcano. And the volcano talked back. They had a very special connection with their mother through that volcano. The volcano was the channel, and it was also the source of the island's life, for it made the ground rich. They had many fruits and vegetables, for they had warmth when they went inside the temple that was next to the volcano. They were eternally connected to their goddess, if we may use that term, and the secrets they were keeping and guarding, considering the secrets of the flame that they were guarding were worth dying for. So when the time came, they had to pass those secrets on to the next one, the next guardians of the flame, and so moved on and incarnated again in the new group of guardians, the ones that took the key from the island's elders, although that happened many years after the destruction of the island. In the way you perceive the linear time, but she carried on as the flame keeper eventually, and that brought a sense of closure to her. It was important for her growth and for her personal journey to complete and be 100% sure that the secrets she died to protect were safe, and safe they are.
Beautiful. And then they also mentioned that when the ceiling collapsed on them, where they were trying to take shelter, they mentioned that they went into a flame to pass on. Is that the eternal flame you're talking about, or what was that?
The moment they died, they were instantly connected and drawn to the essence of their mother through the holy fire of the volcano. They were very close, so after they were free from their bodies and with their own free will, they chose to be one with the flame. It's what they were praying for right before the sleeping collapsed. They were praying to their mother to accept them and shield them and take them to her embrace, where they will be safe and protected and away from any harm. And their mother listened. Their mother heard them and took them in her embrace, in her flame, and kept them warm and protected and safe and loved.
Beautiful. Thank you. Very good. At this time, higher self, can we begin the body scan?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and begin her body scan now. Do you need any assistance from any benevolent beings, like angels?
Yes.
Who would you like for us to call forth on first?
Well, it's a difficult question. Mm-hmm. Give me a minute, please.
Or we can call on several, if you can't
Yes.
choose.
Yes.
Who would you like for us to call?
So maybe we should ask for a more feminine energy. It's more familiar with.
Very good. Should we call forth on any of the archangels that are feminine or the Divine Mother?
We should summon a very gentle and motherly being.
Does she know of any, like Divine Mother essences? Like there's Mother Mary, there's Kuan Yin, there's Pravati, Isis.
Yeah, I think we will go with Isis.
Okay, beautiful. Yes. Higher self, connect us to Isis, please. We'd like to speak to Divine Mother Isis.
Hello, sisters.
Greetings. Thank you, Isis, for being here. It's such an honor to have you here. Love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you. The higher self has called for your assistance today in beginning her body scan. If we could please start scanning her now, in combination with you and the higher self, scanning her from head to toe, looking for any negative energies, entities, technologies, anything that is not hers. Where would you like to start off at first?
The head.
Okay, let's scan her head now and tell me what's within the head that needs healing.
There are machine parts.
Machine parts?
Yes.
Are they implants or something else?
They are nanotechnology.
Okay. And where in the head is this nanotech?
They are everywhere, but we can start from the left side, the left hemisphere.
Okay. And can we use some Phoenix Fire there to start transmuting that out of her, please?
Phoenix Fire. Yes, yes.
Okay. We're using Phoenix Fire there, transmuting the nanotech, transmuting it out of her head now, wherever it's at. And can you tell us, Isis, higher self, how did this nanotech technology get into her? How did it enter?
It entered through the mouth when she was crying, when she was an infant.
When the mother was an infant? Or an infant?
When I was an infant, after she was born.
Okay.
While she was crying, it entered through her mouth.
Why was she crying?
She was trying to breathe.
Where did this nanotech come from?
From space.
From space.
Outer space, yes.
Okay, we're transmuting that out now. And this nanotech in her head, what kind of discomforts, what has it caused her by being there?
It caused miscommunication between the brain and the body.
Okay, very good. We're transmuting that out now. Now, one of the things that she wanted to specifically look at is understanding why she has scoliosis. Let's scan her. Let's scan her now in her back, where she has the scoliosis. What is rooted to that? What's causing the scoliosis? Is that an energy, an entity, a technology?
It's something that is alive, something that lives inside her energy, and it is located on the left side of your spine, left and down, right above the left hip.
Right above
It
the left.
looks like a fungus.
What color is it?
It looks like mushroom, like it's a little darker than the color of the skin, and it has bubbles inside and some kind of liquid that is toxic.
Okay. Does this fungus type, does it have a consciousness?
It's like a parasite. It has a consciousness, but not a consciousness that is connected to a higher source. It's a lesser being.
Do these beings that it's connected to, are they artificial or are they organic?
They are made from organic parts using artificial parts. They are made in a lab from beings with wrong intentions, with bad intentions.
Okay. So then what you're saying is that they were organic consciousness of some kind, but then in the lab they changed them?
Yes, they were twisted.
Twisted?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and encase. Isis, can you encase that? And you said it was on her right hip area?
On the left area.
Left area. Okay. Let's go ahead and encase that now, that fungus consciousness. Let me know when it's encased. Encase it with the alchemy symbols.
It is surrounded.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start doing what we need to do with these corrupted consciousness. Let's go ahead and start removing the artificial within it, and let's bring forth it back to its original light. Can we do that?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay. Yes. All right. And then Isis and higher self, let us know when that transformation has occurred. And can you tell us at what point did this come into her back, her left side?
It was injected in her through a syringe, through that tool which they use to make the vaccine.
It was injected to her, you said?
Yes, it was injected to her.
Okay, through a vaccine?
Something similar, yes. It was injected to her. It's not clear when it was injected.
Okay. So, not sure when it was injected to her, just that it was through a vaccine.
A vaccine or something similar, yes. Through a needle.
Oh, some kind of needle. Was this needle like a physical needle or some other kind of needle?
It wasn't physical, it was something else.
Okay. Did this happen this life or another?
This life.
Okay. If we can find the root to when that happened to her this life and start healing that root and that trauma so that you all can start the process of healing her back. Can you do that for her?
Yes.
Okay. As you're healing that, I want you to look one more time higher self and Isis so we know when it began. Show her perhaps if it was this life, how old was she when it began, when this injection came in?
She was 7.
Okay. And what was going on with her when she was 7 that allowed for this to come in?
It was daytime. She was outside. She wasn't in a building or in a house. And this shadow spotted her and came after her from behind. And while she was laughing and having fun, that fungus was injected to her and started to grow little by little every day.
Okay. Thank you. So even though she was having fun, it was still able to penetrate through her. Was it because was she not shielded in that time?
She was very carefree. She wasn't worried or afraid of anything at that specific time and space, and it was easy to spot her on the astral. She was very bright, and she wasn't protected enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you also said that nanotech also came in when she was crying as a baby and went to her head. So it seems like she didn't have, say, the necessary auric energy protection around her of shielding as a child. Okay, very good. So we're bringing forth light back to that infringed soul. How's it looking? Is it turning to light?
It's turning to a more organic form.
Good.
It's turning green and more pure, more light.
Good. All right, we'll check on it later. Let's continue scanning her. Let's go ahead and then we can start, please, healing the scoliosis. Healing her back, please, so that she no longer has that anymore. She doesn't have any more troubles walking. Okay. Now let's continue scanning her, higher self and Isis. Are there any other entities in her? So let's find all the entities in her. Let's contain them all. Where else does she have entities at?
There is something in the right leg.
Mm-hmm.
It's above the knee on the front side.
Okay, what kind of entity is that? Is that a reptilian, an earthbound entity, or an archon?
It looks like a snake.
Like a snake?
Yes.
Okay, contain that now with the alchemy symbols. Isis, let me know when it's contained.
It is aggressive.
It's aggressive?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. Let's contain it so it won't be aggressive anymore. Let me know when it's contained. Directing Phoenix Fire just for the aid of containment.
It is contained.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. And is this snake organic or not organic? Artificial or organic?
It's both.
Okay.
It was organic once, but then it was twisted.
Okay. So just like the other entity, let's start bringing it light and let's start eradicating the artificial in it. Can we do that for her?
Yes.
Good. Thank you. All right. As we do that, let's go ahead and continue finding all the rest of the entities in her. Where else does she have some?
She has some snails on her ankles. Both of them. Like little snakes.
Okay. Contain those in both of her ankles, please. Let me know when
They're
they're
contained.
good. Are they the same, like half some parts artificial and some parts organic?
They are organic, but they are controlled by the snake on the left
Okay.
leg.
Good. So we're containing those in the ankles now. Let me know when they're contained.
Yeah, they're contained.
Okay. Let's start working with those. Are there any other snakes in her besides these?
Snakes. Yes, there are.
Where?
There are more than one.
Tell us where are they located?
On her neck, on the right side.
Okay, right side of neck. Let's contain those. Let me know when they're contained.
It's like they suffocate her energetically. The snake's tail is around her neck.
Oh, okay.
And it's like it's difficult for her to breathe energetically.
Got it. Okay, so that snake is wrapped around her neck, the tail, and it's suffocating her energetically. Okay. All right, we're containing that now. And is this part of the other snakes or is it its own AI organic?
It's his own. It has its own consciousness, but it is corrupted.
Okay.
No. It's a machine. It's not organic. It's 100% organic.
100% inorganic?
Yes.
Was it ever organic?
No, but it was made using some organic parts.
Okay, let's contain that with the alchemy symbols now. And let's bring light to the original organic, and we're neutralizing, eradicating the artificial within this snake around her neck.
We could use some help from Raphael.
Okay, we could have Isis, if you could call forth on Archangel Raphael, please, and higher self.
Yes, he is here.
Brother Raphael, thank you for being here. We love you, honor you, and respect you. If you could help assist with any healing needed, as well as filling love light to those areas that we're assisting in the removal and helping these artificial consciousness turning to light and organic once more. Thank you, brother. Okay, so we're working on that. Let's continue scanning her. Does she have any other of these snakes in her body?
Most of them are contained, but we feel there is something else that we have not yet scanned. There's something else, another one, but it's hiding very well.
Okay. Isis, can you scan her deeply, thoroughly? Where is it hiding at?
It's inside the stomach, and it can also move from the stomach to the bones of the spine.
And where did it begin? You said it can move, but where is it at right now?
It is behind the lungs.
Behind the lungs. Let's contain that now. With the symbols, let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Good. Is this artificial or does it have any organic within it?
Same as the previous one.
Okay.
It is organic but twisted.
Got it. Let's start doing that now, please. Bringing the light that it needs. Okay. And is it connected to anywhere else in the body besides the back of the lungs right now?
It is connected to the heart.
Okay. And what does it have there? How is it connected there?
Its tail is holding on to the heart.
Okay. So let's start with the removal from its tail in the heart. And let's make sure we retract it Retract it into the alchemy symbol, all of it. Pull it out of the heart. Isis, gently, Raphael, higher self. And then let's encase it all in the lungs, please. Let me know when it's fully encased in there.
It is encaged.
Wonderful. Okay, we're working on that there. Where else? Does she have any other snakes in her?
No. No other snakes.
Good. Let's scan now for any other kinds of entities, like earthbound entities, reptilians, or archons. Anywhere else in her body does she have entities?
She has some kind of chains that
Chains.
are chains.
Where does she have chains at?
On her spines, her bones, and the chains are keeping her locked physically in a twisted position.
Okay. And these chains are spread out where in the parts of her body?
They start from her hips and they go behind her spine, and they are connected to her neck, her shoulders.
Do these chains have a consciousness to them?
No.
Okay.
They are just tools.
Can we use Phoenix Fire to start removing them from there? From her, the chains?
Those chains have some symbols on them, that it's some dark symbols. They are sealed and locked in an inorganic way.
Okay, so we're using Phoenix Fire to completely transmute those out. When did those come in?
She was asleep when they put them in.
Okay, she was sleeping. How old was she? When did this happen? When she was sleeping?
11. She was 11.
Okay. We're transmuting those chains out now. Let me know when they're transmuted out. What have they been causing her by being there in those parts of the body, those chains?
They put pressure on her bones and force her bones to stay in a specific position that it's not natural. They were trying to keep her chained and locked.
Okay.
Because they were afraid of what she could achieve if she were free.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're transmuting those chains out. Any other entities in her? Let us know. Where else does she have any other entities at?
She has many hooks, I think they called, many spaces where she feels instant pain, then it's gone, and then it's back again.
Does she have any other entities in her, like reptilians or archons besides these snakes? Scan her deeply, thoroughly, as you know, sometimes they can hide.
I sense something on her womb, the left side.
Her womb. What is that? Is that an entity, a earthbound entity, an archon, or a reptilian?
It's an Archonic entity.
Okay, let's contain that now on the left side of her womb. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Let's start neutralizing, eradicating, neutralizing that archon out of her womb now, please. And again, we have Raphael filling of love light anywhere that is needed as we're healing her everywhere. And can you tell me what was it this archon causing while being there in her womb?
It was destined to prevent her from having children.
Okay, very good. So we're neutralizing that out now. And we're healing the womb as well, please, Raphael. And when did this come into her womb?
When she was inside her mother's womb.
Okay. Did it come out from outside or from her mother herself, the archons?
It came from her mother.
Okay. Thank
She
you.
took it from her mother.
Okay, we're
She
neutralizing.
took it willingly.
Okay. We're neutralizing that archon there now. Thank you. Let's scan her spine and her DNA. Does she have any negative fractals posing as hers that are not organically hers? any negative, any entities in her DNA, her spine? Scan deeply, thoroughly. Let us know if she has any there.
There are some inorganic parts, yes.
Was there something in the DNA or the spine that's not organically hers?
Yes, it was twisted in a way, but she managed to heal it for the most part on her own.
Okay.
Now we have to assist for the healing to be complete.
Okay, and then what is it? What kind of entity is that?
Reptilian, it's a reptilian entity.
Okay, let's continue now with the alchemy symbols, and you said it already started healing? So does that mean that it's spreading its light already?
She initiated the healing
Mm-hmm.
a few months back.
Okay, very good. And then it's in her spine, this reptilian. Is it anywhere else in her body? Does she have any other reptilians?
Her brain.
There's a reptilian there. Okay, let's contain the one in the spine and the one in the brain. Where else does she have reptilians at?
On her eye, her right eye,
Mm-hmm.
and on the nose,
Where else?
and her right arm,
In
her
her,
right palm.
in her right palm?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's contain all of those there. The right eye, nose, and the right palm. Spine and brain. Let me know when they're all contained in the symbols, please.
They are contained.
Thank you. Scan her again. Any other reptilians in her?
There is something
Where?
that is attached on her lower back.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
It's a parasite. Something that feeds from her physical body and her light. It is located to her root chakra.
Okay. If we can contain that now, please. Would you say that it's organic or artificial?
It's artificial.
Okay, let's contain that now within her right side. Let's neutralize that now, please. Are we doing that for her?
Yes,
And when did that come in?
yes. It came in after a bad fall she had. She was terrified, and that fear and that insecurity allow for it to come in from her root chakra and stay there.
Okay, we're neutralizing that out, and I'm feeling the love light as well. Now, the reptilians that she has in her right eye, her nose, her right palm, her spine, and her brain, are any of them connected to one another?
Yes, the
Okay.
one in the eye and on the nose, they are connected to the one in the brain.
Okay.
And they also communicate with the one in her right palm.
Okay, so then the right eye, the nose, the right palm, and brain all are connected some way.
Yes.
Okay. And then the one in the spine is separate. All right. Higher self and Isis, if you could help us, we'd like to speak to those reptilians there and all those places that we mentioned. If you could help them come up now, please. We'd like to speak to them now.
Yes.
Greetings. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions, please?
Yes.
Thank you. When was it that you entered into these parts of her body?
It was beyond space and time. We were entered through a void on the space and time continuum.
Okay. Do you all have a body somewhere else?
We had, but that body is no more.
Okay. So now that you're your individual consciousness, we'd love to be able to assist you today so that you no longer have to play this parasitic role attached to her. You can become your own individual consciousness, spreading your light. Would you allow for us, all of you there, to spread your light and help you positive ascend?
How is this possible?
Yes, it is possible. We do this all the time. We help a reptilian consciousness spread their light, and then they become organic back to how they originally were, and then they positive ascend. And then now they don't they basically begin to create their own light once they positive ascend. They positive polarize, and then they don't have to be draining on others' light because they can create their own light. So we're looking to assist you in doing that. Would you allow it?
Yes, you may proceed, please.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, if you, all of you there within her right eye, her nose, her right palm, her brain, start spreading your light to every part of you that's within her, every root, every cord, and let us know once all of you are light within her. And let's call forth on Archangel Azrael to prepare to assist them. And let us know once you're all light. Thank you.
Our brother on her palm is gone.
He's gone?
He became an bird, an owl.
Oh, okay, and flew away. Beautiful. If we could have Azrael ensure and his legion ensure there's his safe passageway and making sure he doesn't get tricked along the way. And the rest of you, are you all light now?
We are still attached.
Okay. Are you spreading your light? We want to ensure that you're all light. Every part of you turn into light. We're assisting you and sending love light to you now. Spread it to all light. Spread yourself to all light.
They're gone.
Okay, they are gone?
Yes.
Okay, Azrael, please guide them to where they're meant to go. Blessings to all of you. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Thank you. Raphael and Isis and higher self, start filling in those areas and healing those areas where they might have caused any kind of damage. Okay. Now we'd like to speak to the reptilian there in her spine. If you all can help it, come up now, please.
Yes, please.
Greetings. Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes.
Thank you. When was it that you attached her to her spine?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was when she was a child.
Okay. Thank you. And do you have a reptilian body somewhere else?
I am all that is left from my body.
Got it. Okay. Very good. As you've seen your other brethren spread their light and ascend it out, no longer having to play this parasitic role. As you know, the earth is going to ascend in the universe. And when it does, it's going to transmute entities like you. Would you allow for us to assist you today so that you can ascend out as well like them? Turning positive polarization?
I would like to live as a butterfly, to become a butterfly.
A butterfly. Okay. Beautiful. Let's start helping you spread your light, and let's see if Archangel Azrael, brother, can you assist the reptilian? He would like to be a butterfly. Can you assist him in that safe passageway to a butterfly?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful. Good. We're doing that now. Let me know when it is all light in her spine, the reptilian turning into a butterfly. Let me know when it's all light and it's out.
It split into two butterflies.
Beautiful. And is it all light?
It is all organic.
Beautiful. Very good.
But there are still some remaining darkness in your spine.
Okay. Can we use Phoenix Fire to transmute that darkness out of the spine?
Yes, please.
Good. We're using Phoenix Fire there now. And then may the butterflies be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. Go ahead and be free. That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, now I know that we are, the nanotech in her head, is that gone yet?
Not yet, but we're getting there.
Good. Does she have any portals, implants, or hooks in her?
Yes.
What does she have?
She has a portal.
Portal where?
On her solar plexus.
Okay. Isis, can you close that for us, please? Let us know when it's closed.
Yes. I'm closing it now.
Thank you, thank you. Let us know when it's closed. As she's closing it, Raphael start healing the solar plexus from any damage this portal caused. Isis, as you're closing that, when did that portal create there? When did that come into her solar plexus?
It was created by an entity on the astral that looked like a Scorpio. It's like the Scorpio injected its tail on her solar plexus and created this portal.
Okay. We're
But
transmuting.
now it's closed.
Good. And we're transmuting any damage that scorpion did in the astral. Good. Now that's close, and let's start healing any damage it did. Thank you. Okay. Any other implants, hooks, or portals?
There are no other portals, nor implants, but I sent some hooks.
Where are the hooks?
On her shoulders.
Both shoulders?
Yes, both. And on her right leg.
Okay. Isis, if you can start removing those from her shoulders and higher self and her legs. Are you doing that for her now?
Yes.
Thank you. And when did those hooks come in?
It's odd. She took some of them from other people to help them ease their pain.
Okay, so we're transmuting those out of her. She doesn't need those there. Thank you. Okay, so as you all continue to work on her, I want to scan her one last time, deeply, thoroughly. Are there any other entities in her? As we know, sometimes they could be sneaky. Also repairing her DNA, making sure that all the light is repaired to it and that it's only organic, please. Can we do that for her?
Yes.
Also deprogramming anything negative that is false within her DNA that no longer serves her, please. Can you do that?
Yes.
Good. So we're scanning her one last time, deeply, thoroughly, including her spine and her DNA. Any other entities in her?
There's something on her third eye.
What kind
that is causing discomfort.
What is it? Is that an entity, an implant, an energy?
It's an energy. It's an energy.
Does that energy have consciousness?
Falsely programming here.
Programming? Okay. Does the energy have consciousness to it?
No, it's like a virus.
Okay, let's go ahead and transmute that and eradicate their out of her third eye using Phoenix Fire, please. Are we doing that?
Yes.
Okay, as you continue to do that, I'm going to check and see what's already been completed. Okay, the nanotech and is that done yet?
It's almost done.
Good. And how about that fungus in her left side?
It's all green and it has an organic consciousness now. You may talk to it if you wish.
Okay. If we can speak to that consciousness there on the left side, if you could come up now, please.
Yes.
Greetings. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you remember what happened to you right before you became that artificial controlled consciousness and they were using you for different negative agendas? Do you remember who you were before that?
They took me and my brothers from our home, from our forest.
Okay.
They took us by force.
Mm.
They thought we were the perfect subject to experiment on. They alter our DNA, our essence. They made us forget who we were and turn us to bioweapons to find hosts, weaken them, making them weaker and disturb their lives.
Okay, thank you. And you said your brother, so is your brother here with you in her body, or what do you mean?
My brothers who were taken from our forest as I was. They are far away now.
Wonderful. Okay.
I would like to thank you for helping me.
Did we also help your brother?
No.
Would you like for us to help your brother?
Yes, please, if you may.
Okay. Can we just have Archangel Azrael find your brother and help him like how we helped you today?
Yes, please. Okay. There are three brothers and me on the
Three brothers and you? Okay. All right. So Azrael's locating them, and then we're going to start working on that process and helping them become organic like you. So if you can tell me, well, I know that you said that they took you from your homes. Where is it that you were at in your homes? What did your home look like?
Yes. We were at the Pleiades. We were at a planet that was similar to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We had forests and waters, and there were many animal forms, and we were living peacefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came in and took us and some other creatures from our planet to experiment on and take samples.
Thank you. We're so happy that we were able to assist you in this manner and your brothers. We will allow for you to go with Azrael so that you can assist him in retrieving your brothers as well, please. Can you do
Yeah,
that?
thank you.
Very good. Blessings to you. May you be surrounded by the infinite love, light of the Creator. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, now if we can start healing the left side where that once fungi, artificial consciousness, now organic was at. Thank you.
Yes.
Good. Now, the Archon in her womb, is that completely neutralized out?
Yes, it's clean.
Good. Let's
But
start.
now she needs some balancing of the energies there.
Thank you. Raphael, can you balance out those energies for her now, please, in her womb and healing all parts within her womb? Thank you. We want to make sure that she can carry a child if she decides to in the future.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. And also the Archon in her right side, was that neutralized out completely?
Not yet. There is some activity yet.
Okay. Do you need any Phoenix Fire as well to the right side?
It would be helpful. Thank you.
Good. Directing Phoenix Fire there as well, as you all completely neutralize that out. Okay. Now, all these snakes that we found that were organic, but then also had artificial within them. We found them above her right knee, her ankles, behind her lungs, the right side of her body, right side of her neck, and then hip and the back of her spine and neck and shoulders. How are they looking? Are they organic yet?
Most of them are.
Which ones are connected to one another? Are we able to just talk to all of them as a whole?
No, they are split into
There's
3 groups.
3 groups. Okay. Which group is already organic?
You can talk to the group that is on your neck.
Okay. All right. And let us talk to that group there on her neck, please. If you could come up now, please. Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you. I know that you are there. When was it that you attached there to her neck?
We were sent here by our master.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us more about your master?
He's a corrupt soul. He stopped aging and developing and communicating with his higher self, although he does have one. He experiments on vulnerable organic structures and mix them with artificial intelligence. For those activities provides him with a false sense and sensation of God, Creator. He believes he is powerful because he creates us. He doesn't understand that he serves another consciousness outside from his own ego mind. He doesn't realize that he is a puppet, and he will continue to do so for a long time.
Okay, thank you. So this, you said he was like a reptile?
He was human once, but now his structure is changed a lot.
Okay. Okay, and You said he's just a puppet. Isis, do you think we could talk to this being that's doing this?
That's not a good idea.
Not a good idea?
Mm,
Okay. Besides the attachment that it's put in her neck, anywhere else in her body and that it put these snake beings, any other ones connected to this? One's human?
no, only the one on the neck.
Okay. Okay, so now that this snake is organic once more, can we help it now positive ascent?
Yes.
Good. Let's remove it from her neck. Make sure you're making sure we don't leave any piece of you behind. And go ahead and go with the love light of the universe. But thank you for the information. Blessings to you. Astral, please guide it to where it's meant to go. Thank you. Okay. Now, let's start healing her neck, please, Raphael. And higher self. Thank you. Now, the other snakes in her, which ones are ready? Which ones are organic as well? No.
The one on her leg is ready.
The one in her leg, is it connected to any other snake?
It is connected to the ones on her ankles.
Okay. So let's channel love light to the ones in the ankles so we could talk to them all together. Let me know once the ones in the ankles have turned to back to light.
They are ready to talk with you.
Good. Good. So we're talking to both the ones in her right knee, in her legs, and her ankles. Speaking to you both now. Come up now, please. Greetings.
How?
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. I love you, honor you, and respect you. May we ask you questions?
Yes, you may proceed.
Thank you. When was it that you attached there to her legs and ankles?
She was 5 or 6 years old.
Okay. And then can you tell me, before you were this artificial snake, what were you before that? Now that you're organic, you're able to see and sense.
I can't remember.
You can't remember. That's okay. Very good. Now we know that you are now organic and of light. Would you allow for us to assist you to where you're meant to go for your positive ascension? You may be free now.
Yes, please.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you. Beings there in her ankles and her legs and right knee. Go ahead and go with the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. Azrael, ensure their safe passageway, please. Thank you. Isis, do you know what they were before they became those snakes?
They were little gnomes, little creatures, like little men.
Little men?
Small. Yes.
Okay. They were like elemental men? Like little elements? Elementals?
Yes.
Okay.
Like little elves.
How did they apprehend these little elves? And who apprehended them?
They invade their village. They pretend to be friendly, and they did that by feeding them meat.
They fed the little elemental people meat?
Yes.
Okay.
Amongst other things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then once they made them eat the meat, they were able to compromise them? Take them?
Yes, it was way more easy.
Way more easy.
Control them.
Okay.
And twist them, their consciousness. They lost connection to their home, the trees and the nature, and they became empty and easy to be reprogrammed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Isis. May they be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to them. Is that one of the reasons why they have humans eating meat, Isis, so that they're easily controllable? Like those beings?
Yes, in a way. They have experimented with twisting a species diet, and they know what that infringement do to the species.
Okay. As we know, higher self, she's trying to no longer have to eat meat. What's going on? Because she says she tried to remove meat and then she felt like she didn't have enough energy and she felt like she needed to go back to eating meat instead of being vegan. What's going on there? Did it have any connection to any of these entities in her?
No, it wasn't connected to some of the entities, although it did make them feel more comfortable, and then it is the pain that she felt, but it wasn't after their programming.
Okay. So can we start helping her heal from that so that she's able to be vegan if she wants to be, please?
We have to remove all the nanotech first.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right. So you all can just work on that, please, once we removed it. Thank you. All right. So now she still has the snakes in behind her lungs and hip, behind her. Oh, okay. Yeah, behind her lungs. Can I please speak to the snakes there? Are they organic yet?
They are ready to ascend.
Ready to ascend. Beautiful. Good. Do you all have a message before you go?
We just want to express our gratitude for showing us the light.
Thank you. It is our honor as well to help you bring yourself back to your original form of light. Blessings to you. And before you go, do you remember what you were before they made you into this experiment?
I remember that I had wings and that I used to fly free before I was captured.
Okay. Were you like an animal or a humanoid with wings?
I had an animal form.
Thank you. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to you, as you'll ensure your safe passageway. Thank you. Okay, beautiful. So we're filling in love light to all those areas that all those inorganic snakes were at. There are now organic life forms. Filling in love light everywhere there. Now we want to, she has the chains to her hip, behind her spine, and neck and shoulder. Were those completely removed off?
They still linger, but they are less strict.
Okay, why do they still linger?
Well, she got used to them. They feel natural to her.
Is it time for her to release them?
Yes.
Good. Go ahead and release them. Let them go. You don't need them anymore. They're holding you back. Let me know when they're gone.
They're gone.
Beautiful. Good. Okay, and then she had the Archon in her right side. Has that been removed?
Yes, it was the snake with the snakes from the angle.
Okay. Thank you. It's been removed?
Yes.
Good. Let's start healing the right side there. Okay, and then how about the nanotech in her head? Is that completely gone yet? We're almost done. How is she doing?
Yes, it's okay. Well,
okay.
Her brain needs some balancing.
Good. Raphael, can you assist with Isis and the higher self balancing the brain, please? Does she need to be age regressed, like regressed a couple years? Does her cells regress them to more younger?
It's not necessary.
Okay. We're filling love light wherever it needs any kind of regress of an age. Thank you. Okay, and then Raphael, can you work within her chakras and make sure none of them are blocked and they're all aligned, please? Can you do that, Raphael?
Yes.
Thank you. And then if we can open up her third eye and her heart as her higher self allows to her for her highest healing, please. Can we do that for her?
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. And can we also activate her abilities? She wanted to know if we could do that for her, please. Begin the activation. Can we do that for her?
The process has already started.
Good.
And it will continue.
Beautiful. Okay. And Raphael, can you also work in her auric field, ensuring there's nothing in her auric field and making sure there's no repair needed? Just heal it overall. Can you do that, Raphael?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Isis, can you scan her? Does she have any negative cords?
Many.
Many. Where are they?
It's on her back and on her upper body, mostly.
Okay. Isis, can you cut those off? Does she need those there?
No, they're holding her back.
Okay. Can you cut those off, please, Isis? And who was connected to those cords?
Her mother, mostly her mother, but other members of your family as well.
Good. So we're cutting those off completely, and then we're filling them in with love, light, higher self, and Raphael. Thank you. Okay. One last time. Does she have any negative implants, hooks, or portals?
We are sensing something on her belly.
What's in her belly?
Something that is causing discomfort.
Is that a technology or?
It's a being. It has consciousness.
Okay. What kind of being is it? Is that an Archon entity or Reptilian or something else?
It's something we haven't encountered before.
Is it artificial or organic?
It's organic, but it's programmed from inorganic structures.
Okay, let's contain it now with the alchemy symbols, please. Let me know when it's contained.
It is contained.
Thank you. Okay. Isis, are we able to talk to this entity that is programmed?
Not yet. It needs to be purified first.
Okay, let's begin the purification of it. We're focusing love light upon it, and if it needs any phoenix fire as well. As we're working on that, does she have anything else in her? Negative implants, hooks, portals, negative technologies or wires? Anything else?
No.
Wonderful. And then one more time, any other entities? Any other ones? As you know, we just found this one, so I want to make sure she's completely clear.
Let us scan one more time, please.
Thank you.
No, she's completely clear.
Beautiful. Okay. So as we continue to help that entity, we found another solar plexus. We're going to continue completing the body scan. Okay. Does she have any negative contracts, Isis, we can remove for her?
Yes, we can help with those.
Good. Can you remove them for her, Isis and higher self? No longer serving her. Can you do that for her?
There is something missing.
What's missing? What do you mean?
To be able to free yourself from those contracts.
That we usually have Archangel Michael assisting removing contracts. Do we need him? Or actually Helio Lucifer as well? Do we need them to do it?
Yeah, they can help here.
Okay, thank you. If we can have both of those brothers there removing negative contracts, please.
Yes, sister.
Thank you. As they do that, can they also check if she has any fragmented soul pieces we need to regain back to her?
Yes.
Let me know. Do they find any?
She has already found them on her own.
Good. Then can we work with Raphael, Isis, and her higher self to making her soul whole once more, please, completely?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Y'all can work on that, please. Now, as far as current life trauma, especially with her body and that she wasn't really healthy as a child and growing up with her body, let's heal all trauma related to that, as well as healing her body so that she could be fully healthy organically as she's meant to be with the higher soul's permission, as well as if we could heal any past life trauma, please. And then I know we asked for it earlier, but again, ensuring we heal any trauma from that life you showed her where she was that sixth dimensional being trying to help her save her civilization. Okay. And I already know we already worked in her DNA. So the last thing we have here is, how is that nanotech looking in her head?
It's resolved.
Good. Let's start bringing love light to the head, healing all parts of her brain, her neurological system, all of that now. Okay. And are we able to talk to that entity there in her solar plexus yet?
Yes.
Good. Let me speak to you now, please. If you could come up now, please. Greetings.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking to us. Love you, honor you, and respect you.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Okay, if you can tell us, it seemed like you were some kind of programmed entity. Do you know what were you before you became this programmed entity?
I am doubt.
Your doubt?
Yes, I am the program of doubt.
Okay, program of doubt. But or were you an organic entity at some point?
Yes, I was.
Okay. So the angels are going to assist you in seeing what were you before you became this program of doubt.
I was a beautiful, harmless insect.
Insect. Okay. Okay, very good. Would you allow for us to assist you to completely spread your light and remove yourself, no longer having to be stuck like this anymore?
I would like to be reunited with my family, please.
Good. Okay, let's eradicate, transmute out that program within it of doubt. As we do that, Asriel, can you locate his family?
Yes, sister.
Thank you, brother. He said that he was an insect. Tell me once you located his family.
They are waiting for him.
Good. Good. Asriel, if you could ensure it's safe passageway there, please. Can you do that?
Yes.
What kind of insects were they?
They were like dragonflies. Like they had mm, beautiful membrane wings
Okay.
and little legs, and when the light shines on them, they spread all the rainbow lights around them.
Beautiful. All right. May you be surrounded by the love light of the universe. Blessings to you. Azure will ensure your safe passageway. Thank you. And we're healing her solar plexus now, please. Okay, as we're healing her solar plexus, I know she's been in there a long time. I'm just going to ask a couple questions. Higher self, is there a name that you go by? She wants to know who is her higher self. Can you tell her more about yourself?
She already knows.
Okay.
Yes, she already knows.
Okay. I know she's.
She's not ready to believe it yet. She thinks she is, but she's not ready to believe it yet. But she knows.
Okay. Higher self, I know she's been in there longer than usual. Is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't? And also, can I ask that all the questions she had, can you all just continue giving her the answers through meditation and dream, please? Can you do that for her?
Yes, we will continue.
Thank you.
Me and our brothers and sisters.
Beautiful. Is there anything else that I could have asked that I haven't, higher self?
No, at this space and time, all you needed to know is known to you.
Beautiful. Thank you, higher self. I want to thank you, Archangel Michael, Heliel, Isis, Raphael, anyone else who assisted today, Azriel, with the healing today. We love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.
Thank you.
May I bring her back now?
Yes, but slowly.
Thank you. Greetings. It is such an honor to be here with you explaining what Galactic Soul History book series is about. I am Aurora. I am the founder of A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing, which you will find here in our beautiful books. Book 1. Every part of this book is divinely beautiful, beginning from the cover and the amount of wisdom and knowledge that is being shared. This book began by A.U.R.A Hypnosis Healing Technique by conducting past life regression on over 330 clients within the last 3 years, where they told their galactic history, their soul journeys, explaining who they were beyond the veil, beyond this earth, in the dimensions, in a universe. These different higher self expressions surprise me just as much as they're going to surprise you. You're going to start reading this book and you're going to want to learn more and more about these different expressions, not wanting to stop. Through these past life regressions, the clients were able to remember consciously what is within the subconscious as far as where it is that they've traveled throughout time and space, their souls have traveled, and they were able to share histories of different dimensions, planets, and universe and alternate worlds that brought forth pieces of the puzzle, pieces we had thought that we had forgotten. And through every self-expression that they share and these different past lives that they're sharing or future, we learn to be able to remember self, because as we are all fractals of one another, through this book, you will learn how even if a client is talking through a higher self perspective or some of the angelics are talking, you will learn how each one of those have messages even within your life, as we are all expressions and reflections of one another. True history of the galactic history of the universe through all different forms of these higher self expressions, these different clients of throughout internationally throughout the world didn't know each other, but yet we're able to put this beautiful collaboration together. It goes through an infinite amount of how to self-heal, as well as things that are very sensitive, as the mind lab, as how to weave through the artificial matrix and learning to come out from it into the organic matrix. I am a channel to the Galactics, and we channeled furthermore information through this book as well. You will remember your soul through other cells. This in itself is infinitely beautiful, because this is why we fractalize from source itself, so that we can learn from one another, sharing each other's journeys throughout our different incarnations, so that we could grow together. So this is what this book is all about, sharing these beautiful infinite expressions that help you grow in the most profound ways, gaining your sovereignty, gaining your power back, recalling memories long lost within perhaps your memory field, activating your crystalline energies, your crystalline bodies, just as you will fall in love with each one of these different clients, these beautiful souls in these soul journeys. You will also learn to fall in love with yourself, because you, with every wisdom, every knowledge gained through every single session that you will learn how to also self-heal within your etheric, your energy body, your physical body, your infinite soul. You will learn all these different things that we thought were not possible, that you will learn that they are possible. Looking forward to meeting you perhaps in the future through whichever form, whether that is on my YouTube channel, whether it is through any class or certification, through a workshop, through a seminar. Thank you for following your heart to mine. I love you, honor you, and respect you. Thank you.